Okay, so it all began when this girl Asha gets called in for an interview to become an official Disney princess, and her friend who works in the HR is like, "What would you say is your greatest flaw?" That's easy. My greatest flaw is that I care too much. No, I meant a real flaw, girl. You know, something negative that people can actually hold you accountable for. Oh, well then how about, one of my parents is dead? Try again. I'm super quirky and relatable? Asha, babe, you are giving me nothing here! The girl from the Black Cauldron has a better chance of being accepted than you. Okay. Sometimes after I scratch my butt, I sniff my fingers because I like how it smells. Anyway, Asha somehow makes it to the final interview with King Magnifico, who, all things considered, is actually a pretty stand-up guy for a demigod who can grant freaking wishes. He starts going on about how he, really likes Asha, and he starts busting out these lyrics, you know, like, "You pull me in like some kind of wind, mesmerized by the hold I'm in." And she's like, "Dang, dude, I don't know what quid pro quo is, but it sure as hell sounds sexy." So girl nearly locks it in, but then fumbles it way hard when she wishes for extra vacation time. And the man is like, "Whoa, girl, I can't just grant wishes without prejudice, you know? There's a whole filtering process we have to go through first to make sure the wishes don't cause any dangerous consequences. You understand, right?" So Asha is absolutely distraught that her benefits are not immediately given, and she's like, "Oh, Heavenly Father, please give me strength, for I have been mildly inconvenienced." And then boom, a shooting star comes hurtling right at her, and she's like, "Holy shit, what? You're fucking hot!" Oh, sorry about that. Here, let me change into something more suitable for merchandising. That's better. So, it turns out that Star here has the ability to do exactly what the king was doing, but cuter and therefore better. And Asha is like, "That's it! If I'm not cut out to get a real job, then I should obviously use your magic to become a government martyr instead!" Meanwhile, Magnificent senses that girl bossery is afoot, so he makes a public announcement asking the citizens to help sniff it out. And I'm like, bro, you really need to get a microphone or some speakers or something, cause those dudes in the back aren't hearing shit, I promise you that. Dude then starts singing and dancing about how his people only partially ride his dick now, and as far as villain songs go, I'm sure Chris Pine is a very lovely person who is doing the best that he can. Anyway, turns out Asha's first stunt towards vigilantism is to break into the HR's office, take back everyone's 401k deposits, and then convince everyone to join Toonstarter's Patreon so he can make this his full-time job and not have to insert these random self-promotions anymore that inevitably disrupt the video. She-Star and their goat sidekick Valentudic get roadblocked by Asha's gaggle of friends, the 7 Little People, who, get this, actually work there. And I'm like, bitch, if you couldn't land a job with 7 people referring you, then I don't know what to say other than that sounds like a skill issue. Anyway, they're like, "Girl, we are not helping you steal from our employer." And she's like, "No, you don't understand, guys. We have to get those wishes back. The people of Rosas have been living sad, miserable, and unfulfilled lives without them." "Oh, no worries, dude. I've got happy pills for that." Come on, guys, it's for the greater good. I mean, what do you really have to lose here? Our careers, our reputation, and our livelihoods for one. Okay, yes, but you'll still have your dignity, and you can't put a price on that. So they put a price on that, which amounts to about $30 and a box of chicken wings, allowing Asha to get inside, do her thing, and win the internet's approval. But then Magnifico, in another oh-so-brilliant move, waltzes up to her front door all hopped up on 12 cans of Monster Energy, and is like, "Asha, look, I know you committed a federal offense by stealing from the kingdom, but I'm willing to offer you leniency, and maybe even pardon you if you had a good reason for doing it." So Asha makes a run for it, and Magnifico, proving once again just how smart he is, decides to siphon the entire kingdom's power supply in order to track down this terrorist threat, inadvertently causing everyone in the country to be hit by a sudden outbreak of indigestion. He does have a modicum of political ingenuity, however, when he offers job security to whoever turns Asha in. And wouldn't you know it, it's good old Sleazy himself who stabs us in the back. It's always the quiet ones, man, I swear to fucking God. So, realizing that they're all state criminals now, Asha and the buddies take refuge in the palace catacombs where they must quietly and discreetly plan their next move. Knowing what we know now. Queen Amilfa joins them, by the way, when she realizes that her husband's gone completely off the fucking deep end. Speaking of whom, dude sends the traitor out all by himself to take our girl into custody. And I'm like, bro, you are the king. Do you not have, like, armed soldiers for this shit? Or did all your funds go into that pencil dick you got growing on your chin? Anyway, Asha gets captured, the wishes are free, and now everyone is forced to stand before a trial of their peers and answer for their respective crimes against the monarchy. And main girl is like, dudes, I'm sorry. I just wanted to prove that I was a boss-ass bitch who could work it like the other Disney princesses. But I guess having a hero complex and not listening to those around me isn't really part of the brand, huh? And Simon is like, I just wanted to be relevant, man. Like, no one ever picks Sleepy as their favorite dwarf. I figured being a twist villain would, like, bump up my popularity or something. So they all forgive him, obviously. And King Dude gets imprisoned inside a mirror to live the rest of his miserable life bonded to the chains of slavery. Partly because of the whole indigestion thing, but mostly because of the grooming. Additionally, Asha gets hired to become the kingdom's first official fairy godmother. And she's like, holy fuck, actual employment? Yeah, we figured what better job is there for someone who excels in meddling in other people's business? A godparent. Hell yeah! Now I can prove Magnifico wrong and show him that granting all of the wishes indiscriminately will never ever backfire. And Goat Boy is like, hey Asha, I wish that humans were a subjugated race forced to serve under their animal overlords. You got it, bro. Bippity boppity boo! You know, people talk about Disney falling off because of the writing or the woke agenda or whatever, but frankly, I think what Disney needs right now is equal strokes for equal blokes. See, the movie makes a point about Magnifico being hot shit with at least one of the characters having a raging lady boner for him. And I'm like, that's all fine and dandy, but like, hello? The fucking queen, anyone? Like, you cannot tell me that this woman is not a certified baddie, okay? Like, if you're gonna have characters be canonically thirsty for the silver foxes, then I see no reason why you can't throw a little something in to represent the granny grubbers, right? Like, equal opportunity simping, that's all I'm saying. Anyway, thanks for watching, join my Patreon, leave a comment, send me that parasocial validation, and until then, stay tuned.